Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking into this video. My name is Jennifer and I make videos about houseplants. As you can tell probably behind me, I am surrounded with plants. It has been a while. I have just been very busy with the holidays, so I was lacking on my video taking and all that, and I actually have been slacking with the care for my plants, but they are doing very well. And so today we are gonna be doing like favorite plants of 2023. So I have chosen 23 plants to show you today. These are plants that are very easy to care for. They are just very chill plants. They're a real trooper, doesn't need any thing much of all from me, and so they made it to the list. So without further ado, let's get into it because this is gonna be like a long video. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy and let's get into it. I was gonna do it like based on how long they have been with me, but I think it's gonna be a little complicated, so I'm just gonna do it randomly. So the first one I have, like, I'm not ranking them based on whatever. I am just showing you just because they are the closest to me actually, like right now. So the first one I have is this Ficus Audrey. This has not been with me for a long time. I think I got it on November. And it is very beautiful, very easy care plant. I love the big leaves of this. Very pretty. And I know I have to repot this very soon because look at all those crazy roots. But yeah, it doesn't require a lot from me. I just have it on a top shelf under a grow light and it seemed to be doing pretty well, although it had not given me leaf yet. I don't know if they go dormant too during the winter season, but there is a little thing coming out there, so maybe it will come out very soon. So yeah, this is a Ficus Audrey, very pretty plant, and happy to have it in my collection. Okay, my clicker is missing. Hold on. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Alright guys. Okay, so the next plant I'm going to show you is a plant that I started from a very tiny cutting. This probably has been with me for 2 years now. This is my Bonia Frost. I'm pretty sure I bought this as a Bonia Frost, but I think because I am giving it more light, it is sun stressing sort of. It is very pretty. It has a reddish back. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up though. But yeah, this is a little tricky, especially when I first got it, because it doesn't like to dry up. That's what I learned from this plant. Once it dried up, it will drop its leaves, and once you water it, it will perk up quickly. So yeah, you just have to be consistent with the watering and it's gonna be fine. Yeah, very easy care plant and very beautiful, and it grows fast too. I have already chopped this one too many times and have given away the cuttings, and it's doing well. So the trick with this one, to make it bushier, you have to keep chopping it and it will sprout new grow shoots or growth points, and that's how it gets bushy. I will try to find a picture of this one when it first came to me, but I'm not sure if I still have some. But yeah, this is my Bonia Frost. The next one is a plant that I am very proud because of how much it had grown for me. I got this probably May or June of this year, and it is a Hoya macrophylla, variegated. And look at this newest leaf. It is just very beautiful and big. And compared to the older leaves, they are smaller, and then it is sizing up, which I am happy about. And just the variegation of the leaf is pretty, and yeah, doesn't require a lot from me either. It although likes a lot of bright light. When it was summertime, I had this by the windowsill and it was just exploding with new growth here and there. But then as the winter comes, it slowed down a little bit, although it is still growing. It is not as much as fast as when it was summertime. But yeah, if you could see there, this little one here is a new leaf coming out. So yeah, it is still growing, although it is winter, but just a little slow. But I'm still very proud and very happy to have this one. Next plant is a very easy care plant as well. It's a cactus, and I have not had this for a very long time. I think I got this the same time as which one? But yeah, I think around November, October, some time ago of this year. And yeah, it has been growing for me. I have always wanted to have a regular cactus, and I finally got one. And it was I found this at a big box store, Canadian Tire actually, if you're in Canada. So yeah, I got this for $4 something, and it already had given me this new growth here. And it's funny because it looks like aerial roots here. I don't know if they do get to have aerial roots, but yeah, I am happy about this plant. Very easy care and it's pretty, and I'm looking forward to have a big pot of this one and to have it trailing and have a big basket of it. I see a lot of people on YouTube have these big ones and they're very pretty. So yeah, that's my goal for this one, my fishbone or rickrack cactus. Guys, I'm just rushing through this because I have to go to work actually. So the next one I have is this one I'm not 100% sure, but I looked it up and Google told me it is a Aglaonetia Mosa, I'm not sure, or bamboo, something like that. I am including this on my favorite for the 2023 because when I first got this one, it was just one stick, like just one stalk growing up. But look how many babies it has right now. There's one there, there's another one here, and there's one over there. So yeah, I couldn't not include it in my favorites because it is just very easy growing and it is very beautiful too. And I love how the leaves are just, you know, growing upwards and very pretty roots. I love it when I see the roots of my plants because that tells me something. Either they're dying or they're rotting somewhere. So yeah, this is my Aglaonetia bamboo, or I'm not sure what exactly, but very easy care plant and yeah, very chill. Okay, so the next plant I have is my Monstera Thai constellation. I have gotten this maybe 2.5 years ago. This had been a troublemaker plant for me. Like I was the one making it miserable. I was, I think, giving it too much care and it didn't like it. And yeah, I was being a helicopter plant parent back then, and it wasn't very happy with me. But then once I left it alone, the only difference I have given it is some extra light. So this is the newest leaf, very pretty. This is a very baby plant, so I am not expecting a splitting fenestration from the new leaf yet, but I am hoping someday it will split for me and will get mature Right now it is pregnant. I can see there is a bump there. I don't know if you could see, but yes, there is a bump in there, and I am excited for the new leaf to come out. Now it is an easy plant for me to take care of. I have it on my shelf with a very bright grow light on top, and it seemed to be liking it. I just water when the top soil is, or 75% of the soil is dry, and it seemed to be working well for it. So yeah, very beautiful plant, and I'm looking forward to growing it big. Alright, let's talk about this Sab Blue pothos. And right now I have a ladybug crawling over there. I don't know if you can see. I am scared of ladybugs, but I think they are helping with the pests, if I do have some pests around in my plant collection. So I am not even gonna bother shooing them away. They can stay if they can eat the bugs, the pests. But look how long this plant is. You wouldn't believe I started this from a very tiny cutting. And I have already gotten tons and tons of propagations from this plant. And yeah, it's just a very easygoing plant. Very beautiful. And I used to have this in a bamboo stake, but I was running out of space for that. So I have it trailing now on a shelf, and it seemed to not bother it at all. And although the leaves are not sizing up, I think it's okay as long as they are growing. And during the summertime, I will figure out where to hang this and give them more light. But yeah, it is very pretty, and couldn't complain of how long they are growing. So yeah, this is my beautiful Sab Blue. Okay, so I only have 2 trailing plants on this list, so I think we are gonna get over the trailing plant first. So I have here my Monstera Stana that is actually also growing very beautifully too. I have this hanging on a shelf, same with the Sab Blue, and they seem to be doing pretty well. I have started this too as a very tiny cutting that I got from Facebook Marketplace, and it has just exploded with growth for me. And yeah, I also have gotten a lot of cuttings from this plant, and yeah, it just never stopped growing. And I love the beautiful, beautiful shade of the leaves and how dark they get with the darker veining on the leaves. Very pretty plant, and yeah, very proud of this plant. Very easy care. Alright, this is my Monstera Stana. Okay, so the next plant we are gonna talk about is a plant that is also very beautiful, very easy care, and that is my Ficus Benjamina. This is a variegated one. I think this is liking my home environment because it just seemed very happy, and I was worried they were gonna, or it is gonna be dropping off leaves, because I feel like it requires a lot of humidity, but it seemed to be doing well. Here I have it, like, it doesn't get a lot of light, but the variegation seemed to stay, so I think it is happy, and I am happy. Alright, so in this list I have a few calatheas to include because they are just very beautiful. I think I have 2 on the list, although I have a lot of calatheas, and they are all doing pretty well for me. But these 2 or these 3, I'm not sure how many, but I think I have a few. Make it to the top 23 because they are just very beautiful, very easy growing, and doesn't give me any problem at all. It doesn't get any brown tips on the leaves, and just in general, very easy care. Although some people are having difficulty with it. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but they are happy with me, so I am happy and proud of them. So this is Aglaonetia Mosa. Look how beautiful they are. The leaves are very beautiful. I love the leaves of this plant, and it is constantly growing, constantly giving me new leaves. If you can see on the bottom there, there's quite a few of new leaves in there. I saw a ladybug in here as well earlier, so I'm afraid of bothering it because I don't want it to fly on me. But yeah, it is very pretty and easy growing. I have a shelf of caletheas, Maranta and Stromathe, and yeah, they are just enjoying life and making me happy. I couldn't find the ladybug, but I know there. Oh, I found it. Is it moving? Are you moving? If you can see that little thing there, is a ladybug. I don't know what it is doing. Yeah, maybe it is my guardian angel for my plant. So I just let them stay here. Alright, that's my Aglaonetia Mosa. Very pretty and bushy. Okay, the next one is a plant that I have a love-hate relationship since the start. I have chopped this all the way down to the roots, I think, because it was just giving me a lot of problems. But it is making a comeback, and it is giving me a lot of babies, which I am super happy about, because I wanted to get like more babies from this and separate it or plant it separately. And so if this died, then I wouldn't be very sad. So this is my Alocasia Silver Dragon. If you can see, this is the problem I am having with this. They are yellowing on the edges, and it doesn't have pests, and it is on a self-watering pot, so I am not over-watering it at all. But yeah, as I said, this is a plant that is giving me a nightmare. But I still want to have this, so I am not giving up on it. I am trying my best. I just have transferred this to this self-watering pot, so I am hoping it will be happy. Although it has given me recently these new leaves on the baby plant. See, those are new leaves that just came out, and there's another one there. So it seemed to be happy, although the brown edges are still there. I think I will just ignore it, and the fact that it has babies and making new leaves means that it is happy at some point. So yeah, this is my Alocasia Silver Dragon, which I started also as a very tiny plant. I think I got this one as a baby plant with 3 little leaves, and look at it now. They're pretty. I love the leaves of this. It's different. Okay, the next plant we are gonna talk about is my Monstera Stana, which actually is getting better now. It had started to go down for me, like I think last month. I am not sure what happened, but the leaves were getting black spots. I have read that it was due to air or poor air circulation. It's winter where I am, so I couldn't really open the window to let the fresh air in, and our ventilation, whatever you call it, is not the very good one. So I think that's what it is. But I have tried my best to do something for it, and it seemed to be okay now. It is giving me a new leaf there, and there is another one on this stem here. So I think it is finally getting happy again. And I also have transferred it into a, I know it is not a very smart move, but I am trying my best here. So I have transferred it into a no drainage pot, but it has some rocks in the bottom to, let the roots not soaking in water. So yeah, and as I can see, the roots are looking okay. And they seem to be not rotting, so I am happy about that as well. I really find this difficult to propagate, so although I would love to chop this up and root some, I am worried that I'm just gonna, kill the whole plant and be left with nothing. So I think for now the only choice I have is to just hope for the best and maybe it will be happy again for me. I really love this plant because I grew this from a very tiny cutting as well. Most of my plants I did grew from tiny cuttings. So yeah, I am very proud of how far they have come along, and yeah, I wanted to keep them as a proof also that I have come a long way since I started being a plant parent. So yeah, my Monstera Stana. Alright, so the next one is a Hoya. This is a Hoya that I have grown from a few leaf cuttings 6 months ago, I believe. Yes, I got this either June or July, and it had just grown a lot from me, and it is my Hoya Sunrise, which is getting full on the bottom there. Very pretty. I am surprised that the leaves have revert back to green. I used to have this on my windowsill, and it was sun-stressed and reddish, and it wasn't green, like the leaves were not green. But then when I put it further away from the light source, it turned back into green, which I'm not really mad about. I'm just happy it is growing. But I love it when it was sun stressing. So that's okay. When the winter comes or when the summer comes, it will be sun stressed again. It is growing though, so I think I shouldn't be complaining. It has a lot of new leaves coming on the top there, and it is growing tall. So I don't know if I should put a trellis. I know Hoyas love trellises, but I just don't like the look of trellises, so we'll see. But for now it just have a bamboo stake to climb on, and it seemed to be okay. So yeah, I think these are the only Hoyas like this and the macrophylla that made it to the list. Or maybe I'm lying. I have another one. And we are going to be talking about that next. So, alright. So the next Hoyas that I'm going to show you is a Hoya that I also have gotten as a tiny cutting. A rooted cutting from Facebook Marketplace. And ta-da! Look at her now. This is my Hoya Crimson Queen. That is very pretty. I love the leaves of this one, although the white leaves are not very sustainable, I heard. I don't really care too much. It is very pretty, and how could you not like it? Very pretty, and it has other leaves anyway, so I think it will be fine. And it is growing and growing. And look at the roots of this one. I know I have to repot this probably, but it's just beautiful. And I think it is a self-watering. It's self-watering now, so yeah, and it seemed to be happy. And yeah, I am happy too. I will repot this very soon. I promise. It is on the list. Okay, the next plant is a plant that I also have a love-hate relationship with. This is driving me nuts, but I am not giving up on it because I love how beautiful this plant is, although it is very tricky for me. I think I am getting the hang of it, and it seems to be doing well for me now. And it is my Epipremnum pinnatum albo that, although the variegation is not very prominent, I still love it. I have chopped this one too many times as well because I am hoping to get the variegations back. And I heard that is the way to promote more variegation, by chopping it up, although some of the leaves are still variegated, like this one here. I know the lighting is terrible, but yes, there are some variegations in there. And it seemed to be happy because it is growing. You see this new leaf, there's new leaf here and over here, and this one. So yeah, a lot of new leaves coming out, so I think it is getting okay now. I think I have overwatered this as well, that's why it was dying on me, but I have pretty healthy root coming out of the pot, so I think it is getting okay. And the leaf sounds, you know, healthy, so yeah, I think it is getting happy now. So yeah, my Epipremnum pinnatum albo. Alright guys, we have 8 more plants to go, and then that's it. So let's talk about my calathea. Yeah, this is the last calathea I have on this list, and it is my Calathea mosaica, or the network calathea. This one was just given to me as a cutting by my friend, and I have since grown this into this plant. Very easy care plant as well, and look how many babies it has on the bottom. I couldn't be any prouder. Like, seriously, it is sprouting a lot of new growths in there. But yeah, I had to chop one of the new growth the other day because it was, I don't know, I think I've overwatered it. I don't know if you can see, but down there is where I chopped it, and a new other grow shoot came out from that side as well. So I am super happy. Very easy care plant, doesn't get any brownings. The leaves of this plant are super hardy and can tolerate neglect. So yeah, very proud of this plant, and would highly recommend if you wanted a calathea that is very easy care. This is one of this. Alright guys, so next up I have a Alocasia to share with you. This one is at some point easy, at some point not, especially maybe if I am overwatering it. Although Alocasias tend to like their soil moist, they don't like to be overwatered, as most plants do, as most plants don't either. So this is my Alocasia Cpra. This is the newest leaf, and it had sized up quite a bit compared to the older leaf. Like, this was the older leaf, that is the older leaf, and that one as well. And look how big the newest leaf is. I am so sorry about the lighting. It is terrible, I know. But I hope you guys could see something or could see what I am talking about. But yeah, this is my Alocasia Cpra, very pretty plant. And right now I have a baby coming out of here. I am looking forward to growing it and giving it away to my friend, because she had given me a lot of plants that I have in my collection, so I would be happy to share her some of the plants, and I know she would love it because I know she doesn't have it in her collection yet. So yeah, this is my Alocasia Cpra that is very pretty. I love the abs on the leaves, if you call that abs, and the dark color. Although this one came a little imperfect, it got damaged for some reason. I don't know why. It has a hole here on the corner, but it's still beautiful, so I shouldn't be complaining. Alright, that's my Alocasia Cpra. Very pretty and very easy plant. The secret to it is just to leave the moist soil. Alright guys, we are down to 5 plants now, so let's talk about my Monstera, or no, not Monstera, Rhaphidophora decursiva, which I have grown from, I think it was either 3-leaf cutting or 2 leaves, I'm not sure, but it was a tiny baby when I first got this one. I have chopped this already and it is looking pretty. Right now it only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves, but because they are huge, or it's not really huge, it's just, you know, they spread out, so they look big, but it is a good plant to fill up a space. So right now I am using this to hide my cords, my things like that for my electricity. So yeah, very useful, very easy care. I don't do anything to this other than water it when the soil is 100% dry, and it seemed to be okay. This is a crawling plant, but because I don't want to have it crawling, I loop the thing, the, how do you call it, the stem, branch, I loop it around the pot and it seemed to be okay. And I just pin it into the soil, and I am hoping it would root into the soil. But yeah, I have it on a very quick drying substrate, and it seemed to be happy. I have a new leaf coming out down there, but I can't seem to be able to show you that, but it is coming out from this little thing here. Maybe I will update you guys next time once it's already fully out and you can see clearly. But yeah, this is my Rhaphidophora decursiva. Very pretty, very easy care, and I love this so much because I have grown this from a very little plant and it had not given me any problem at all. So yeah, this is my Rhaphidophora. Okay, our next plant is another Calathea that is just as pretty as the other one and as big as the other one too. Although this one has longer stems, so they seem to be looking bare on the bottom. The pot is full because of the foliage that it has. Very pretty foliage, I may say. And it is my Calathea Freddy. I'm not sure if it is the right... Oh, there is some brown leaf in there. Maybe I will just pull it. There you go. Brown leaf off. And look how pretty that is. This is a very easy care plant as well. I am just so happy that my Calatheas doesn't get brown tips because that will drive me nuts. I already have one that is very prone to browning on the tip of the leaves, which I don't know why, because they are in the same spot. They are just in one shelf, so they are getting the same humidity, the same moisture, the same air, the same light. So yeah, and I just water them when they are like when the soil is 25% to 50% dry. So yeah, they're getting the same care. But this Calathea Freddy is just a very easy care, a real trooper, and doesn't give me any problems. And it is also constantly growing for me. If you could see on the bottom, like this is the new growth here. And there's another one just there. So yeah, very easy, very happy plant. And there's another one there too. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, the bottom is a little bare compared to the other Calathea I showed you earlier. But I think it's just the way the plant grows, or the structure of the plant. And it is very pretty. And I love this plant. And I can't wait for it to grow more on the bottom. So, Calathea Freddy. Okay guys, the next plant I'm gonna talk about is an Alocasia. This is one of my favorite Alocasia as well. Although I have a few more that I am looking to grow bigger, because it's also gonna be beautiful, I'm sure. So anyway, beside the point, this one here is my Alocasia Black Velvet, which has been finally me and this are getting along now. Because just like the Silver Dragon, this has been very difficult for me at first, because I couldn't pinpoint the care. But I think I now get the hang of it. And look at the new leaf. Look how perfect it is. Although I'm not 100% sure if it is supposed to have a sinus. But this one just is plain straight on the top there. But I couldn't complain, because it is very pretty. And it had sized up too, compared to the older leaves. Like, see how small they are. And see, it has a new leaf coming from this one here. So I have babies here too. Like, now I can't even tell which one is the baby and which one is the mother plant. But I think this is the baby here, with a new leaf coming out. And another one here with a new leaf as well coming out there. So I am pretty happy with this one, and I love it so much, because how could you not? It is so beautiful. The leaves, or the back of the leaves, are red, and a dark velvet front. Very pretty. I have it in a self-watering pot. So yeah, very beautiful. And I think it looks good on this white pot, because that just makes it more dark. All right, that's Alocasia Black. Okay, I think we are down to the last two. So the next one I'm going to talk about is an Alocasia as well. And it is my Alocasia Mycolitziana, which I had chopped quite a while back because it wasn't doing very well. The leaves were leggy and they are just spreading out, and I don't like how it looked. So I chopped it, and this is how it looks like now. I am just very happy that it had come back to life, and it has a baby here with new leaves coming out over here. And I also have a new leaf on this mother plant, and it is looking very pretty. And this is how I liked it, because back before I cut it, the stems were super long and it was just, you know, all over the place, and I hated it. You see, I don't have big space for my plants, so I try to, you know, contain them if I can and just grow upwards instead of, you know, all over the place. So yeah, I am very happy about this plant, although it gets some brown on the edges of the leaves. I don't pretty mind it because I think they are just being alocasia. So yeah, this is my Alocasia Cpra, very pretty leaves. And I'm super excited about this new leaf. I want to see how it would look like. And yeah, my Alocasia Cpra. Alright guys, the last plant on the list is my Syngonium. And it is my Syngonium Mojito that I had chopped a month ago, I believe. Or 2 months ago. I have chopped this because I wanted to have a fuller pot. It was just one stem when I first got it, one stem with a few leaves. So I chopped it and put the cuttings back into the pot, and this is how it is looking now. Although because it is not summer, my leaves are not as variegated as it should be. It still have some variegations on this leaf. I'm sorry if it's not very clear, but yeah, most of my leaves are still variegated, so I am happy about this one as well. Very easy care plant, and yeah, it grows fast. And there you go again, the chunky healthy roots, which I am super happy. And yeah, my Syngonium Mojito, that is very pretty and looking nice and proud. Oh, you know what guys, I lied. I have one more plant to make 23. Alright, and that is my Ficus Moonshine Siberiana. Ficus Siberiana Moonshine, I think. But look how pretty that is. I am so proud, so proud of this plant. Although I must say, the other day I was looking at it and I was wondering, this plant has been with me for a month now and it had not given me a new leaf yet, which is surprising because usually I know they can get dormant as well, but usually they would give me they would give me something at least. But this one has not given me anything. It had done nothing for me from the time that I had it, so I was looking at it very, you know, like looking at it, and I just saw spider mites. So I have treated this plant. I had this isolated and I have not seen any since then, and I'm hoping that it will do something for me very soon because I want more leaves of this. Like how pretty that leaf is, and there is someone there that is sharing the pot. I don't know what it is, but it just come out. So yeah, this is my Ficus Siberiana Moonshine. Very pretty plant. I have repotted this one when I got it after it had acclimated. So yeah, I'm hoping someday it will give me something. And I have, or I can see a new, I don't know if it's gonna be a new leaf here. I am thinking of pinching it to make the plant branch out, but I am not too confident of doing that yet. So I think I will let it grow out a little bit, grow bigger, and then maybe then I could do something. So yeah, this is my Ficus Siberiana Moonshine. Very pretty plant, and yeah, very easy, very chill plant. Although it isn't doing anything for me at the moment, I am still looking forward to have it in my collection and to grow bigger. Alright guys, that's all the 23 plants I was going to share with you today. That's my favorite for the whole year. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!